Привет! I recently had the chance to encounter Mykolai Sierga, also known as Kolya, the brains behind the Cultural Forces, an Ukrainian organization using art and culture to address wartime challenges. This collective of talented, even world-class musicians now comprises 71 artists in 8 working groups that are performing over 200 events every month, mostly on the front line for the troops, but also around the world in an effort to build or keep awareness of the Ukrainian cause. I was fortunate enough to see them twice on their passage through London, once at the Half Moon in Putney, and another time at the Ukrainian Centre off of Holland Park. If the repertoire was similar, the performance was both singularly fascinating and deeply moving. Mykolai is a maestro at emceeing. He's also a talented musician in his own right. After interviewing Kolya, I then had the enormous privilege of interviewing 2 of the musicians, both opera singers. First, there's Iurii Ivaskevich, who was a soloist at the Zaporizhzhia Philharmonic and volunteered early in the war for the Ukrainian infantry. He lost a leg defending his country.
So everybody finished conversation with him and thought that he is a great speaker. Because actually, thanks is the most important word in each language. So thank you. As the trees are green, right through the sun, I see them bloom for me and you, and I think to myself, what a wonderful world. As the skies are blue and clouds are white, the bright as the day, the dark secret night, and I think to myself, what a wonderful world. The colors of the rainbow, so bright in the sky, I saw the faces of people going by. I said, friends, shake your hands, said, how do you do? They really sing, I love you. I hear babies cry, I want them grow, no and much more than I'll never know. And I think to myself, what a wonderful world. So bright in the sky, I saw the faces of people going by. I said, friends, shake your hands, said, how do you do? They really sing, I love you. I said, trees are green, red roses too. I see them bloom for me and you, and I think to myself, what a wonderful world. Yeah, I think to myself, what a wonderful world.
And then there's Sergii Ivanchuk, an opera singer, who was shot in his legs, spine, lungs and liver, evacuating civilians and shuttling high explosive cargo to and from the front line.
мати моя, ти очей не доспала, ти водила мене у поля край села, і в дорогу далеку ти мене на зорі проводжала, і рушник вишиваний на щастя дала. І в дорогу далеку ти мене на зорі проводжала, і рушник вишиваний на щастя на долю дала. Хай на ньому цвіте росяниста доріжка, і зелені луги, солов'їні гаї, і твоя незрадлива материнська ласкава усмішка, і засмучені очі хороші твої, і твоя незрадлива материнська ласкава усмішка, і засмучені очі хороші блакитні твої. Я візьму той рушник, простеру, наче долю, і в шелесті трав щебетані Дніпро, і на тім рушничкові оживе все знайоме тобою, і дитинство розлука і вічна любов, і на тім рушничкові оживе все знайоме до болю, і дитинство розлука і вічна материнська любов.
Let's hear their stories, with Iurii's part subtitled in English, thanks to the help of Mark Kreynovich, co-founder with Dylan Carroll of Mission for Ukraine. These are some deeply inspiring stories I hope you'll enjoy. Дякую. So, welcome to my podcast. In one word, who are you?
Я Ivaskevich Юрій Петрович, я українець.
Почав добре.
Що
Що звучить.
Що ще треба сказати?
My name is Iurii, and I'm a Ukrainian. What else should I say to you?
We'll find out.
Мы сейчас выясним, что...
And what about you? Tell us.
I'm Sergii Ivanchuk. I'm Ukrainian too, and I'm opera singer.
Opera singer. All right, so just before the war broke out, were you civilians?
До того, как война началась, вы были гражданские люди, так?
Так, звичайно.
So where were you on the 24th of February?
Де ти був 24 число?
Ну, був вдома. Насправді, зранку, у мене ранок почався дуже рано, тому що десь о 5:30 ранку мені подзвонив мій син. Він на той момент був в Мюнхені. Він каже: тату, я їду додому. Кажу: чому, синок? В чому справа? Він каже: тату, війна почалась. Я кажу: яка війна? Це жарт, синок. Що це за жарт такий поганий? Він каже: та ні, тату, нас по всіх телеканалах показують, що війна почалась в Україні. Кажу: синок, тоді давай домовимося. А він каже: я зараз беру квитки, я буду летіти додому, тому що він служив в АТО і він хотів повернутися воювати.
So I know some words.
You need to give time for translate.
Yeah, so he woke up that morning and he got a call from his son who was living in Munich, and his son said, "Hey Dad, the war has started." And he's like, "What are you talking about? What war?" And his son was serving in a unit before, and he went to grab tickets basically to come back to Ukraine because he wanted to serve, and so that's how it started for him.
And what about you?
I've been in Italy before war, and I'm opera singer. But if you want to take it some money for life, for surviving this life, you need to have business because it's very hard to get money in some musician or art. And I had many people with who I work from politic or deputats or big businessmen, and many people told me about Sergii. Maybe war started in a close future. And I go back in Ukraine before war, maybe 2 or 3 couple of months. I back in Ukraine, and when war started, I've been in my home, and maybe in a 6 a.m. I've been in a mother home. My mother go in a second floor with big valiza, with big baggage, and tell Sergii, you need to go in a west in Ukraine. You need to leave now. We have second home in West Ukraine, west, in the West Ukraine. But I tell, no, we need to wait. We need to wait because it's war. It's very long war. It's maybe 400 years. Russia tried to kill Ukrainian people, and my parents been in a Russian prison in Siberia. Maybe you know what it is.
I do.
My mother in 15 years read Ukrainian lyrics. She poetry these lyrics about Ukraine, and in new lessons some як це СБУ, тільки тодішнє яке було. Secret police. Secret police. Take it my grandmother and send in Siberia in 15 years. In 15 years. Yeah, and something in my blood, in a DNA, I have something big hate for Russia and this mentally, you know. And I think, no, I need to stay here.
All right, so the next day war happens and you sign up for the army?
И война начиналась, и вы на следующий день пошли в...
Саме так.
Так, exactly.
Ну, я до війни займався абсолютно мирною спеціальністю. Я музикант, я співак, все життя своє співав.
Before the war, I was a singer my entire life. I spent my whole life singing. I was just a civilian.
Коли почалась війна, в мене просто не було іншого варіанту, я зібрався і пішов.
But when the war started, I had no choice. I just packed my things and went.
And then you were on the battlefront and you get injured. Talk us through how you got injured.
И потом во время войны у вас было повреждение. Можете немножко рассказать про этот день?
Ми заходили вглиб ворожої території, ми десь приблизно на 5 кілометрів зайшли на ворожу територію і там нормально себе, ми закріпились, там почували. Але ми там були кілька днів і потім нам треба було повернутися, змінитись. Тобто просто, щоб інші бійці зайшли на те місце, а ми вийшли передихнути.
So that day they were about 5 kilometers into enemy territory and they had secured a spot that they were defending for a few days. And they were returning to switch companies so that they could take a break, and the next forces that were on took a week off would come back, and they were in that switching period.
І от це було десь 2:30 ночі.
It was about 2:30 in the morning.
Ну, ми виходили, мінятись треба по-сірому, коли ще не працюють дрони.
Yeah. You can only switch during a certain part of the night when the drones are still not up and there's not a lot of light.
Але вже не видно в тепловізор.
But you also can't see anything from the thermals anymore. It's like a moment in twilight.
Так. І виходили вже буквально, я не дійшов до нашої машини, ну, евак, який нас міняв.
And as I was walking to the evacuation car that was switching us, that was taking us back home and bringing them to the front line.
10 метрів.
About 10 meters.
Я наступив на міну, яка була закинута дистанційно.
I stepped on a mine about 10 meters from the car, a mine that was launched, one of those sort of, they just they pollinate basically, they just throw mines everywhere.
Ну, з одного боку мені повезло, тому що...
From one side I'm very lucky.
Тому що мене не прийшлося довго доставляти в госпіталь. Машина підійшла, мене хлопці просто закинули, швидко поставили
Tourniquet.
Турнікет, да. Турнікет.
I was lucky because the car was right there. It didn't take me a long time to get to the hospital to get stabilized. I was already there, and they just threw me in the car and put on a tourniquet.
І вже через 15 хвилин я вже був на стаб-пункті, де вже мені робили першу допомогу.
And in 15 minutes, I was already at the first med stabilization point where I was receiving treatment.
I've had a few people on my podcast who've been very close to death, and
Некоторые люди на моем подкасте были близко к смерти.
I wonder what went through your mind
І мені цікаво, що було у
as
вас
soon as this has
думки,
happened.
коли це произошло.
Перші думки, я взагалі думав, що я наступив, просто підірвав розтяжку із сигнальною гранатою.
My first thought was that I stepped on basically like an IED.
Перша думка була, який придурок поставив в цьому місці сигналку.
What kind of idiot left this? Like one of our friendly, basically, someone just left something on the ground. He was like, what kind of idiot left this right here? Yeah, exactly. I'm gonna kill that man.
Так, але ж коли попробував стати на ногу, я зрозумів, що це трошки не так.
But then when I put pressure on my leg to stand up, I realized that this was bigger than what I thought it was, and maybe this was something different.
Я до останнього моменту, навіть коли вже вивезли мене з операції, я надіявся, що мені зберегли ногу, тому що я думав, що там щось незначне.
When I was leaving, I was just really hoping that we were able to make a recovery for my leg because I thought maybe it was something insignificant.
Просто інші осколки, які в мене там по всьому тілу були,
The other shrapnel.
вони не відчувалися, я тої болі не чув, а там повиймало такі осколки.
Wow, he just didn't. There were shrapnel all over the outside, but he didn't even feel it, despite the fact that they were quite large shrapnels.
Proof that one pain can dominate another.
Ви доказали, що одна боль може домінувати другу боль.
Да, саме так. Тобто
Exactly like that.
я інші рани, я їх не
I
відчував.
didn't even feel any of the other injuries.
І мене, слава Богу, привезли в Запоріжжя,
And thank God I was taken to
місто, в
Zaporizhzhia,
якому я живу, в якому я жив до війни.
where I lived before the war.
В 5-ту лікарню міську, і мені зробили операцію. На момент, коли мене вивезли з операції, моя дружина вже стояла поряд.
And the moment that I was out of the surgical room, my wife was there waiting for me.
Вона знайшла, де я лежу,
She found where I was,
куди мене привезли, ну і так
where I
далі.
was taken, and all that kind of stuff, which can be quite complicated. You can imagine identifying where people are.
So being the victim of the problem, how difficult was it to explain to your wife and manage that, because the people who wait, like your wife, also serve, we say in America.
Як складно было как бы описать это, объяснить это все вашей дружине? В Штатах как бы принято считать, что либо муж, жена, но они как бы также служат вместе с их солдатом. Как она ощущала?
Мені не треба було нічого пояснювати.
I didn't have to explain anything to her.
And we're going to get to you in a moment,
Yeah.
Sergei. So you're injured. At what point does the idea of cultural forces come into your life?
Ви ранены, и коли спочатку вы встретились с культурным десантом, и как эта организация упала в вашу жизнь?
Це дуже така цікава історія.
Very interesting story.
Мене привезли в Запоріжжя,
I was brought to Zaporizhzhia.
але мали одразу, це перша операція, була тільки ампутація.
The
Що не
first
було.
operation was an amputation.
Мене мали привезти в тил, далеко в Україну. Я не знаю, в яке місто, але в тил, далеко в тил.
Yeah. And they were going to bring me somewhere really far, sort of out on the perimeter.
Але,
Safe.
Safe, yeah.
так, є. Але так сталося, що просто я виходив, це сталося 11 липня, от 2 роки назад.
Yep, but this happened 11 July, exactly 2 years ago.
А в моєї дружини 14 липня день народження.
And my wife's birthday is on the 14th, Bastille Day.
І мені так хотілося, я взагалі, коли йшов з позиції, в мене була тільки одна думка. Я не знаю, що я буду розказувати своєму командиру, але я потраплю до неї на день народження.
And my only thought as I was leaving the front line was, I'm not sure what I'm going to tell my commander, but I know I'm going to be there for her birthday.
І коли мені сказали, що мене мають перевезти завтра, я кажу, будь ласка, лишіть мене на кілька днів, у мене в дружини день народження, я її привітаю, і потім везіть мене куди хочете.
And after the surgery, they were going to move him, but he said, please just leave me here for a few days so I can celebrate my wife's birthday, and then you can take me anywhere you want.
І так стається, що коли от 14 липня мої друзі, вони знали, що до мене прийде моя дружина в палату, вони привезли масу роз, троянд.
And so my friends knew that my wife was going to come, and on the 14th, basically, they brought many roses. So many roses.
Для моєї дружини.
For his wife, for the birthday.
І в цей день в цю лікарню приїхав підрозділ культурного десанту.
And that day, the Cultural Forces unit came to the hospital that he was at.
І вони виступали і для нас, для бійців, і для неї.
And they were performing both for us, the soldiers, but also for her. Wow.
Ну, і скажімо так, от можете собі уявити, в палаті лежить 5 чоловік.
So can you imagine there's 5 soldiers laying in a hospital bedding?
5 сильно травмованих.
5 seriously wounded folks in the ward.
Як я тоді жартував, бігуни. Прикладіть просто, щоб це було зрозуміло.
Yeah, I mean people that were like basically on their way out, running, like really on their way out.
І заходять ці хлопці, 4 чоловіка, і починають розказувати щось і грати. І гарно грати.
And 4 people come into the ward and they start just saying, sharing something about why they're here, and then they start playing, really beautifully playing.
Перша реакція була така, що взагалі, що вони тут роблять?
My first reaction was, what the heck are they doing here?
Але вже там хвилин за 10-15 я дружину підзиваю і кажу, от з тим би я заспівав би. Грав Мишко Олійник, він грав на фортепіано, він класно грав.
And after about 15 minutes, I was very impressed, and I told my wife, hey, I would really love to perform with those folks. I was really impressed by the pianist who was playing, and I thought that I would love to sing with him.
Ну, так, виступили, все, вони поїхали своїми, я поїхав на лікування. Проходить...
So they left, and I went to rehab.
Проходить 5 місяців.
5 months later.
І знову таки я був в Запоріжжі, я відпочивав з друзями в одному закладі.
I was in Zaporizhzhia again, I was speaking with my friends.
А виступав знову таки в Запоріжжі, був культурний десант Mykolai Sierga, і він зупинився в готелі просто переночувати і спустився в ресторанчик.
And that night in Zaporizhzhia, Cultural Forces was there, and Mykolai was there, and he was staying one night in a hotel, and he came down to the lobby basically for like a dinner to the restaurant, hotel cafe.
Yes. І просто випадково перетнулися.
We just randomly stumbled into each other at this hotel lobby.
Я трошки заспівав.
I sung a little bit actually.
А він каже, ти не хочеш до нас?
And he said, do you want to join us?
Я кажу, а чому ні?
I said, why not?
Він каже, коли готовий? Кажу, вчора.
He said, when are you ready to go? He said, yesterday.
Ну, він каже, ну давай, що там тобі лишилося? Кажу, у мене ще там невеличка реабілітація, ВЛК, ну це комісія, пройти комісію, і я готовий.
He said, so what do you need left? He said, well, I just need to finish rehabilitation, I have to go through the medical commission to write me out, and then I'm ready to go.
Has any of the injury impacted your singing? Did that have something to do? Some presumably have some shrapnel elsewhere.
Повреждение раны, как операция, реабилитация, повлияли на голос, на...
Є, так. Дихання до сих пір не можу відновити нормально.
My breathing capacity is still not returned to normal.
Which is difficult when you sing.
Це дуже складно, коли ви...
Складно. Просто були болючі рани, дуже болючі рани, і вони якось, я не знаю, вони зробили свій відбиток. І на голосі в тому числі.
And my injuries were extremely painful, and they left an impact throughout my body, and of course on my voice too.
Thank you, Iurii.
Дуже дякую.
Sergei,
Yeah.
talk us through your experience on the battlefield and then your arrival into the cultural forces.
Okay, the first day, I think it's been very scary because you never ready for this, never. And I think because it's been very big propaganda about Russia, it's so big, it's so huge, it's first army in the world, look like this. And I think maybe I go to sleep in the next day, in the 25th day, maybe my city, Kharkiv, Poltava, my city, it's very close, it's border, maybe it's been Russia in the next day. And in next day, wake up and I see no Ukrainian military guys give super with peer.
Like a defensive force.
Give very good fight. Yeah, very good push. And I think about, okay, we have very good chance, we're very strong. And I go in военкомат,
to the recruitment center.
Yeah, look like this. And ask about how it's possible help for us. She told me, you need to go in the medical commission, blah blah blah, many stuff. I tell no, I want now. What is possible to do now? And this guy tell me, you need to go in this volunteer group and ask this guy. And this guy all night make it Molotov cocktail. You know what it is? Yeah,
I do.
It's experience.
I've heard of Molotov.
Yeah, really. It's experience after Maidan. We know it's help in Maidan, but in war it doesn't work. But we doesn't know about this. We try to make it something.
Yeah,
help.
do something.
And in this night, we make it this all night. Some guy told me, Sergii, we have many people in Kharkiv without food, without gas, benzene, medical help, without money, without nothing. It's possible to deliver this for this guy in Kharkiv. And I tell, okay, no problem. But in the next morning, this guy told me, you need to go very close to the front line, super close. But I doesn't know Kharkiv. I've been sometimes in Kharkiv, but I doesn't know Ryan, region, nothing. And when I come in first day, this guy told me, you need to drive car and never stop, only in this point where you need to give this stuff. Or pick up some guy for evacuated in Poltava.
And there's no Google Maps.
No, but
it's all blocked, it's electronic warfare, and he doesn't know the neighborhoods, the regions.
Yeah. And when I come in, first time in Kharkiv, it's been Saltovka, maybe Saltovka absolutely totally destroyed, maybe 90% destroyed.
Kharkiv, Mark is from Kharkiv.
That's
It's the northern neighborhood of Kharkiv, and actually was the largest residential neighborhood in all of Europe.
And I come in this place, and when I go out in my car, when I close the door, some rocket put in maybe 1 or 2 quarters very close with us, and I'm feeling so big bomb великий взрыв.
Yeah, I feel this massive explosion.
Yes, many window broke, destroyed, glasses destroyed, and I think, oh my god. In this moment, I really believe in war, because it's very hard to explain. It's very hard to believe really in this. You think maybe it's joke, maybe it's big political game, maybe it's something I don't know, provocation. And when you see this in your eyes, you think, oh my god, it's true. Oh fuck, it's so fucking bad. And in this moment, I go in this family, give product, money, medical help, and tell about maybe I take it to you and we go together in Poltava, in my city. I want to evacuate you. And she told me, no, we need to wait 2-3 weeks. Maybe it's может закінчиться.
Maybe it'll end.
Yeah. And this family doesn't want to go with me. And after 1 week, I've been again in this city, and this building being destroyed, absolutely destroyed. And I doesn't know what happened with this family. It's been very hard for me. And I did this every day in Kharkiv and in Sumy. Sometimes in the morning in Kharkiv, in Poltava, after in Sumy, and again, it's every day, and you need to find some where it's possible to take some gas or diesel or benzene, because in this moment it's possible to take it only 20 liters in your car, but I need 300 or 400 liters in
Canisters.
Yeah. It's been
But
very.
of course, that's quite flammable.
Yeah, confirmable to you.
Может спалиться, потому что это как бы опасно.
Yes.
So that makes you a very vulnerable target.
Yeah, but I doesn't think about this, because in every moment it's possible to bomb shoot in you. You have dangers everywhere in around, everywhere. No? And I did this 2 weeks, little bit more, or 2 weeks. And in 10 March 2022, I evacuate one medical family. It's been private medical center for fixed back. And I have my car, some pickup truck in the back with many medical stuff. Look like this, more higher on my car. And when we leave Kharkiv, it's been maybe in 6:30 p.m. I feel in some bump, 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 and after more and more, and I, you know, it's very hard to believe about some fight in your car or in your body. Дуже важко повірити, це треба правильно перевести, дуже важко повірити, що в тебе реально хтось їде і стріляє.
It's very difficult to imagine that someone is really tracking you and firing at you. And the boom, boom, boom you're talking about, you can sort of hear like this building artillery fire heading your direction. It almost sounds like pockets of like cotton blowing up or something.
Because what you listen in a film, it's absolutely different what you listen in a real
Real life.
Yeah, in real life. And I drive 1.5 kilometer. Russian diversion group follow us and shoot in my car. And this truck really дуже допоміг нам трак, бо він як закривав, як броня, там багато медичного стафу було.
This truck was really helpful because it was kind of armored. There was a lot of like medical staff and supplies in there.
Many bullets stuck in this stuff. Many bullets.
And then it got fired up through.
15 bullets, 50 bullets shoot in my car, 5 bullets shoot in me, and I have 4 people, had 4 people in my car, 2 cats, and you know, no one doesn't have no one bullet, look like this or this, really very close, but no one inside. I have 5. This bullet need to shoot, оці пулі, які влучили в руку, вони мали в голову влучити, але ми вчасно пригнулися.
The bullet that ended up in my hand should have actually probably gone to my head, but I happened to just like kind of bend over in that moment, and it struck my hand instead.
We try to look like this, you know?
Because he's like driving with the wheel up.
Yeah, in one moment I go to
So I hit his hand as
oh my god,
opposed to-
fuck. It's possible to fix this, I think, in this moment. In Kharkiv, I don't know where I am now. I think in this moment, you have very big concentration, amazing concentration. When first wheels broke in my car after gunshot, I think about, okay, I know one car, somewhere's here, it's possible to take these wheels and change in my wheels. Це дуже важко пояснити, але в цей момент ти не думаєш про розстріл, ти думаєш, як з цього виплутатись.
In that moment, it's difficult to convey, but in that moment, you're not even thinking about the fact that you're being fired upon. You're immediately thinking about how do I get out of this and what's the solution here.
And you think about, може це сон, maybe I sleep.
And
maybe
also
I
think
sleep.
maybe it's a dream or a nightmare.
Yeah, I hope it's impossible, it's not believe it. It's very hard for прийняти це.
It's difficult to accept this.
And in this moment, you understand your problem in your life. Many. Everything it's possible to fix if you live. Only if you die, this moment everything stops. Only in this moment it's possible to fix something in your life. Дуже багато я переоцінив цей момент. Я зрозумів, що поки ти живий, все можна змінити.
And I had a big mindset shift because I realized, wow, I'm alive, and if I'm alive, we can do everything because I'm still here.
And in one moment, one shot, one bullet shoot in my back, and I feel in this. It looks like це схоже на удар током, укус пчели, обмороження, типа все разом.
It feels like an electric shock and a massive wasp sting and like
Ice cream.
acute freezing, like ice cream all at once and like amplified by 100.
Many feelings in one moment. Yeah, it's changed in 1 second. Look, this, and it's got this guy shooting me in AK in 5.55 bullets. 7
millimeter.
Yeah, it's more good because it shoot in going outside. This bullet have more power. 5.55 should look like this, and if you go in your body, it's
It's a
It's like a meat grinder, corkscrew.
Yeah, мені печінку, my liver been absolutely destroyed, 90%. And the medical staff скотчем просто медичним заклеїло мені
Literally
печінку.
with medical tape, they closed my liver.
But now everything okay, you know? I don't know how.
Human
And
body is pretty incredible.
maybe yeah. And when this bullet shoot in my back, I have medical stuff in my car in that moment, yeah. And she put hand in this my wound, and she saved my life in this moment because легеня може або сплющитись, або розірвати. Pneumothorax, I think you know what it is.
Yeah, like from the blood clotting, you can either, right?
Or air go in your arteria,
Yeah,
in
and
your
just-
brain,
and your
and you
blood
have
will-
insult in this moment. Yeah, it's very dangerous shot. And after 2 gunshot in my legs, you know, and if you look in a film how somebody have gunshot in the leg, she take it hand look like this and run again and shoot again. This looks like Marvel or something look like this. It's impossible. You have contusion. You have your hand after gunshot look like this. Look at it's impossible to move. It's very hard. And I drive my car in Ukrainian military post, and all this time this guy shoot in my car. Only maybe left 200 or 300 meters. This guy left us, and Ukrainian military guys saved my life. And you know, I think I died. God, sorry me. Okay, я прощався життям. Okay, my life.
I said bye to my life.
Yeah, but I'd be very happy because I delivered this guy in the Ukrainian military post, and I know about this guy saved. And after it's been very long time about rehabilitation, evacuation in this hospital in Kharkiv, Poltava, Dnipro, Lviv, Germany, many surgeries everywhere, 8-liter bloods transplanted in my body. You have and we have maybe 5.5 liters. Yeah? I have 8 liters more now. All my blood in my body, it's absolutely changed, and it's very hard. Це схоже як пересадити якийсь орган. Це треба з цим живатися дуже довго.
Yeah, it's really difficult. It's like an organ transplant, you know, like the adaptation of the body to new blood and everything else. It's quite intense to overcome.
And I've been in coma 3 days, and when I wake up after coma, doctor doesn't see this because I open my eyes, look like this only. But я прийшов в свідомість, знаєш.
But I came to the lights. The doctor didn't really see that I was coming out of the coma because I was like so barely out of it.
My mother stay here, and doctor stay here. And doctor tell for my mama, you need to ready. Треба готуватися, ховати шансів немає.
You need to get prepared for the fact that the chances of him surviving are extremely slim to his mom.
And it been so.
And you hear that?
And I was so I heard this, and I was so angry when I heard this.
Yeah. Я хотів доказати, що ні.
I wanted to prove that no, this isn't true.
Yes. And after doctor told me you're never walking again. You need to весь твій залишок життя буде з дренажами тут.
Your whole life you're going to have like all these like sort of contraptions to hold you in.
You never singing again. Forget about this. Look like this. It's been maybe half year, and after but my life saved Ukrainian military or Ukrainian doctors because first when I come in after gunshot. It's been in Kharkiv in 16 hospital number 16. It's one hospital in the world where is in one moment you have all staff, всі медики, всіх направ, polytrauma. Yeah.
All the medics for all the
Polytrauma.
trauma.
Polytrauma. Yeah. And one guy's make it surgery me in the legs, one in the liver, one in the lung, one in the everywhere, you know. And every steps it looks like a miracle. Medical stuff in my car. After this hospital, polytrauma, really it's amazing. After Dnipro, because many doctors told me we need to cut half lung, it's impossible to save. In Dnipro, doctor saved my lung. For me, it's possible to sing in again, and sometimes I drive bike, maybe 15 kilometers. Yeah, really, for me, it's okay. And after in Germany, I make it concert. New York Times, it's been Telegraph, BBC, CNN, and it's been amazing. You know, half a year ago I think I died, and now BBC, CNN, make it interview with me when I singing again in a Germany hospital. I survived, and it looks like a dream. In all my life, now it looks like a dream. Yes, I have problem, I have depression, PTSD, but everything it's amazing because every day when I live, it's one day more. Це на один день більше, ніж я взагалі мав.
Every day that I have is one day more than I should have.
Yeah.
So I see in both this transformation in your lives and
Я бачу трансформацію вашого життя.
And what is remarkable for a typical citizen is that you have a smile and
І
an
для мене, як
ability.
звичайного громадянина, це дуже потрясающе, що ви до сих пор такі улыбчиві.
To look beyond. So, Sergii, you have joined cultural forces. When did that moment happen?
Okay, when I've been in Germany, I make it. Я давав, як правильно казати, я давав багато інтерв'ю.
I gave many interviews.
I give many interviews. Sometimes it's 5 every day for many journals, TV show. And in one day, somebody sent me a message about we want to make it something, It doesn't read this because it's been every day. It looks like routine. It looks like routine for me. And I think, okay, yes, okay. And this guy come with a big movie operator. Yeah. Filmmaker groups, yeah. And I think about, okay, maybe it's been very good interview. And this guy make a video about how I think, my history, how I do in my day, every day. And after, this guy sent me a message and in a full film. And I think about, oh my god, it's been, що вони знімали фільм, я не знав про це.
And I was like, wow, they were making a movie, and I didn't even realize I was going to be in a movie.
Yeah, it's about soldiers of song. It's some art people who've been in the front line. And Mykola looks this film in a Kyiv or I don't know where, some verse. He looks this film and sent me a message after this.
In New York.
In New York, yeah, because it's been premiere screening in New York.
It
Yeah,
was a very big movie at the Tribeca Film Festival, I believe.
yeah.
Almost 80% of all the video in this movie was made by our cameraman Artem Pozyansky.
Yeah. And Mykola sent me a message. Looks like
Mykolai.
Hi Sergii, nothing more, only hi Sergii. And after we tried to speak about something for army, something for щось робити, там співати. Я ще не розумів, що це за проект.
And we started talking about doing something for the army, something about singing, but I wasn't quite sure what he was telling me about, what the project actually was.
And we meet first time, and I tell, okay, I try. Okay.
One word for your participation in cultural forces, what does it mean for you?
Что для вас означает ваше членство в культурных десантных войсках? Что это для вас значит?
Для мене це продовження мого бою. Все одно я намагаюсь наблизити нашу перемогу, все зробити для того, щоб наша країна перемогла.
For me, this is my continuation of my personal battlefield and my contribution to the future of our victory.
Beautiful.
Yeah.
Sergei?
I understand. If I survive, I survive for something, for some mission, because it's been impossible to survive after this gunshot. It's been very hard. Many people in my hospital die after 1 or 2 gunshots and never wake up after coma. I have 5. And every day I think, okay, this guy died, this. Everyone leave this, my room, in a hospital. After we have new people, these people die, and only me stay, and 1 guy survive. Only 2 people. And every day I think about this. I have some mission. And I try to find this today too. Типа до сьогодні я це шукаю.
To this day, I'm still searching for this mission too.
And I try to did it every scene, for found this mission, for found solution for this mission. Типа намагаюся знайти для чого саме. І я переконаний, and I believe and I approve, I approve about cultural force. It's a very correct space for this, very correct. Така mission, in my way.
And then mission for Ukraine.
And for
And Iurii and Sergei, thank you very much.